The BMW I bought does not have nice HID lights on it like the silver one, and I really like being able to see down the road a lot more than plastic lenses with halogen bulbs let you. So I got these LED headlights from NAO. I've used their other LEDs before. I had a video on the accessory lights, which you can see down. I'll put the link down below. But these are the H7 replacements. We're going to open them up and fingers crossed they fit in the car nicely, and we'll see how they compare. Take out your halogen bulb, separate the adapter base with the LED headlamp bulb, fix the adapter base to the original bracket, naturally twist the LED headlight, connect the circuit, and you're done. Yeah, I wonder how much we can get out of this. This is going to be fun. Maybe don't make this look like it plugs into the wall. Like, I get that the H7 is this shape, but this is awfully tempting for me to just turn around and give it a good plug. Nice nylon cable. Okay, I mean, it feels pretty good quality. There's supposed to be a little fan in here that dissipates the heat because LEDs emit heat from the rear. So this is a black aluminum here. Yep, you can see the little fan blades in there. Okay, let's go give it a shot. Parking lights / daytime. Headlights on. Brights. Brights off. Brights on. Now headlights. There's our side-to-side comparison, the NAO to the regular H7. Yeah, I'm a little unsure how well they're gonna fit because I've got this cap on the back of my headlights that I really need it to clear. You can see in there, that's where the bulb's gonna live, but then when it comes out, it's got this little bump in the back. Hopefully the fan for the LED doesn't get in the way of this. I got really nervous that I couldn't get this adapter plate on the back because it needs to go on the back side here, and then it sandwiches the bulb to the housing, and then these bits here just twist into it, and those are kind of springy. So thankfully NAO designed this removable piece, and there's the little O-rings in there, so that way I can get this piece in and somehow sandwich it in there. I'm gonna use two hands for that. It's a tight fit, but it should work, and then I can stick this on top of it. This is kind of what I was getting at when I said it needs to sandwich over. But unfortunately the base is too wide here. I'm gonna have to modify it to make it fit over this wider bit here. That's not good because it's not a straight plug and play right now. Other cars might use different setups, but for this, because I know that the other ones have like the little wires that just clip over, but BMW uses this piece, so it's gonna be a tricky fit. Let's see what we can make do. Okie dokie. Got it cut right around the circumference using a Dremel, and now this can easily sit in there. We'll probably have the cable hanging on the bottom. Yeah, if we want to talk attention to detail, the bottom of the cable isn't really straight with the light itself. You know, when you put the light straight up, the cable is a little to the left, you know. Little things. At least it's bendy, so you can do whatever you want with it. All right, let's go get her inside, and actually, why don't we plug it in first and before I stick it in? Oh boy, is she bright. Woohoo! Wow. Look at that. Yeah, BMW has some issues with the water condensation in the housing, so I'm trying to dry it out, and then we'll stick the light in and we'll do a test drive. So I'll leave it off for a little bit because I'm seeing how the sun and the heat today is actually helping that get some of the moisture out. It's just the seal on the back. Anyway, we'll also do this side next. So there's our regular headlight. You can also hear the fan running. I don't feel the air. It's also a little bit breezy outside here. But that's just too cool. All right, let's go connect it. Also, these tabs are gonna have to be bent over because they're gonna get in the way of this. Those tabs originally connected to right here up into the plastic, but now they're gonna get in the way of the bulb here, so we want to bend them out of the way. This is a spare headlight that I have on the bench, and you can see with the bulb, it's got the flat side with the little cutout. That goes on the bottom, and then it sandwiches in like this. So the way I had to modify the bracket, it's a little bit loose, but it still has the sandwich and it still has the spring. So when you get everything in there, it still makes a tight fit, okay? And then after this is attached inside the headlight housing, you go and insert your final piece. it's gonna sit like that. And let me go grab the cover. We've got extra room for the wiring, but I'll grab the cover and see if it shuts nicely. So this is how much the bulb sticks out, but thankfully our cover's got that nice dip in it. So as we approach, it looks like, let's see, we'll start on the right. I just have a new gasket on here, so it's gonna be a tight fit. Looks like there's plenty of space in there as we get to the very end and then tighten it up. Okay, perfect. And then our little spring right here, which is just a metal retainer, it's gonna go on top. And that clips all the way up there. All in all, looks like we're set. Let's do it. All the water is dried out of the housing, so I can put that back cover on, but I'm gonna show you how the lights look now. So the LED, let's turn down the brightness until we see just how bright it is. And it looks to be maybe about a 25% improvement. I'm gonna take the car out for a drive later and we'll find out just how much more it improves visibility down the road. I hope this kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. Let me try to match the brightness to what my eye sees. The right side is the halogen, the left side's our LED. Those are our daytime lights. And our brights are also the daytime lights, but brighter. So, it looks okay. It's not HID stuff, but we'll see tonight when it gets fully dark. Yeah, but can you imagine? On the left are some true HIDs from a brand new Toyota. And on the right, well, you'll see as they drive away how much our lights compare. Not bad. I'd say we're just about as bright. Right, this is very exciting for me. Let's see if I can demonstrate here. These are our driving lights, daytime, can't see anything. Boom! But you know what's great? That LED light on the left pretty much overwhelms the halogen light on the right. It's just so much more powerful. There's very little yellowy light that I'm seeing on the right headlight. So I can only imagine how much better it's gonna be to have both headlights with the LED tomorrow. I just wanted to drive like this to give the comparison. Now, if I bump up the brightness on the phone, it's, I should have bumped up the brightness on the other videos. But here you can kind of tell what I'm getting at. Let's go back to daytime driving lights, and boom, the LED. Now here's our brights. And we've got a bicyclist, which I can see from so far away because these lights worked really well on the reflectors. Boy, the brights are like less useful now, which is good. I like to get more light without requiring the brights. The new headlights, it gives me the bulb out warning, but as soon as I turn the lights on, and now they're on, it goes away. So there's a little chip inside that tells it that the headlights are in place, and the chip is basically a resistor. They call it a chip, I think, to make it sound better. Yeah, it might be a chip, who knows? I'm sure the car just checks for voltage through the circuit as it starts up initially, and I don't know exactly when it measures it, but it's figuring out somehow that something is in there that has very different resistance ratings, and it assumes that the bulb is out. So, depending on how this operates, all this is just a little inconvenience. So once the headlights are on, all I do is just cycle them on and off. And thankfully they're on HID, so they're okay with that. But there we go. That's if you were wondering if your car is going to give you that same message, it might be similar to this. And headlights on. Boom! Takes it a second, but it goes away. That's a little annoying because I have to cycle my headlights on to get this thing to work. But at night it's okay because my headlights just turn on automatically, and that's it. Hi everybody, I am New Mexico True. Okay, I'm gonna show you which headlights are brighter. We're gonna compare one car to the other. One of these cars has HIDs, the other one has LEDs. Can you guess which one? Turn on the brightness. I think I've aimed the headlights higher on the LEDs, but with the brightness all the way down, you can kind of see. I think those LEDs are pretty bright. LEDs on the right, HIDs on the left. LED, HID. Is there a difference in light quality? That's the HID. And there's the LED. The HID does produce, I think, more light down on the street. Very interesting. These are my HIDs on my silver BMW and my brights. I'll turn up the brightness so you can see what I see. The brights have like this nice tunnel of light. And of course, I'm not using brights with those LEDs because they're just for the driving lights. And the brights are a separate bulb altogether. Whereas this is the same effect as a separate bulb here. They have these just for the flashers. So this is HID, and this is just flasher.
Republican and Democratic leaders have been trying to negotiate an end to the shutdown. Chris Buckler reports from Washington.
Democrats and Republicans have been locked in talks, but for the moment an agreement still seems beyond their grasp, not least because any deal would need the support of President Trump, and he is still demanding $5.5 billion for a border wall with Mexico. The president says he is examining other possible ways of building the huge barrier, including potentially declaring a national emergency.
One last time, just to show you how nice those headlights are. High beams are nice and yellow, but boy, oh boy, do I love those lights. Daytime lights, high beams, headlights. Woo, child. NAO makes some good lights. The left side, no problem. I've been driving with it for a week, so I'm really enjoying it, and they're keeping themselves cool. My headlight housing hasn't melted or anything out of the ordinary, so there you have it, folks. Check them out, link below, and if there's a coupon valid, it'll be down there as well. On my right is a Ford SUV, like a late model with scape, and then there's my lights. You can see how much lower my lights are than that. And then on the left is an Acura TL, kind of like a mid-2010s model, and the lights are a little bit lower, so I'm kind of, you know, boy, look how tall those are. No wonder we're always flashing our lights at SUVs. And the Z4 is kind of a small car, but it gives you a little bit of an idea here, just how aiming works out. Also, his lights look a little yellowy on the camera, but they're pretty white. I think he's got his brights on, that's what it is. Wow, that was your brights, dude? Let's see these ones. Ha, look at that. Anyway, I love these bulbs. They show really well, and more than pleased with them, so give them a check, you know, see how you like them, and don't forget to turn your lights off because you'll drain your battery. Ask me how I know. Oh yeah, I'm pretty happy with these. I love having bright white light coming out of the car, and I also love that all you need to do is just change your plug. There's really no extra wiring and modification needed, especially in a housing like this that doesn't have a lot of space for a ballast if you were to do HIDs. So I can have as bright of a light as my silver Z4 without having to modify it terribly. Thanks for watching, and check out the link below. If there's a coupon code, I'll put it down there. Give it a thumbs up if this video was useful. These are cool lights. I wish I had better equipment to show you at night how they look, but take my word on it. With these projector lenses the BMW has, it's a nice, sharp, clean cutoff. I've aimed them a little bit up so I can see it a little bit further down the road, and I'm just happy with them. Thanks for watching.